Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed from Erin Makes, and welcome to the Erin Makes with show. This is a show where we bring in a special crafty guest every episode, where we do a little bit of crafting, a little bit of chatting, and have a whole lot of fun. Welcome to the show. So today with me, I have Taylor Conway, and she is part of the Xyron team. Welcome, Taylor.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
You're absolutely welcome. It's been a blast to have you and do all the behind the scenes and get everything organized. And
yeah, this is actually my first live, so very excited.
Welcome.
Honored to be invited.
So what is your role with Xyron and how long have you been with them? Let's get to know a little bit about you.
Yeah, I'm the product manager for Xyron. I've been with the company about 3.5 years. And as a product manager, I really drive marketing initiatives and product management and fun new product development as well.
Very cool. I think I need to switch to this camera because otherwise I'm cutting you off. So basically a lot of behind the scenes stuff. And I'm pretty sure we've met at a couple of the Creativations when they were still on, way back when. I don't know. Yeah. It's always been crazy. It's like I know Julie, and then it was... I never actually officially worked in the booth because every time that she's like, can you work at this time? I'm like, no, I'm busy. I can't make it there. But I've been working with Xyron for, I want to say 8 years now, on and off, but pretty consistently over the past 8 years. So, and I absolutely love the products. So for those people that do not know what Xyron is all about, can you tell us a little bit about what the brand is?
Absolutely. So Xyron is, I would say, an adhesives type brand, really just innovative products. They're all patented in a way. And so we're trying to bring solutions to the consumers that people and manufacturers haven't done before. So for example, our hot new glue applicator here, this is a category that really has not been developed in innovation-wise in a long time. And we wanted to take that opportunity as this leader of adhesives and implement some new type designs that we're really excited to show.
And we're going to be talking and demonstrating a lot of those glue applicators here momentarily. You can see a couple behind me, and just take a look at this guy. It's pretty cool. It's so big, and it does a great job at some of those really big projects that you have. But as you can see behind me, we've got a wide variety. So I just want to show them. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time with every single product on here, but just to show you that there is a lot of products and they're really cool. So there's the Creative Station, and we're going to get into, I think, how to work that in a little bit. There is the Glaminator, and why is this one different? And I know I didn't prep you with this question, so sorry, this is a little bit on the fly. Why is this Glaminator different than any of the other foiling machines or laminator machines out there? Do you know?
Yeah. So the other foiling machines that have come out have a few different settings for a lot of different applications. And we found that to be a pain point for consumers, either going too hot or not understanding exactly what setting to use and not getting that good glam print. And so with the Glaminator, we've removed all the confusion and we've made it so you have 3 settings: the cold lamination setting, the hot lamination setting, and then glamination. And that is an optimized heat that will give you the really just a great foil transfer with the Xyron foils.
And they've got a huge variety of foils that are available. And all the links to go to Xyron, to their YouTube, to their Facebook, to their website, to Instagram, to get a lot of amazing inspiration to how to use their products are all down below, along with Taylor's. So you can check her out as well. So if you're interested in any of the products that you see behind me or that we're going to chat about, or you want to know more, head on over to the Xyron. Link is down below. It's Xyron.com. It's pretty easy. Now, I always curious, what's the difference between cold lamination and hot lamination? And I know I didn't prep you with this either. I'm sorry. I'm like asking all these questions on the fly.
No, it's a great question, and it obviously, comes up often. So the cold lamination is, I don't want to get too technical here, but a pressure sensitive adhesive. So similar to tape, in that when you press it on something, it will bond to the document itself, versus the hot lamination, which is a pouch-based system. So you're going to load your document in a pouch and run it through, and it actually will encapsulate, the laminate will bind together in itself, sort of encapsulate your document. So one takes a little bit of effort just in rolling or running through the machine with a self-adhesive type pouch, the hot lamination pouch, and then with the glaminator, you would just use a carrier. This is not a pouch. This is just to help the foil run smoothly through the machine.
And I've even used just copy paper as a sandwich between the foil and what I want to foil, and act that as a carrier, and it worked just great. So
perfect.
In a pinch, it works. I was like, ooh, I wonder if this worked, because I screwed up my carrier and I got some of the toner on there and I was like, anyway.
Yeah, we actually came out with a new carrier pack. So it comes with 5 assorted sizes. So if you're doing a small project and you don't want to wait for the 9.5 by 11 to go all the way through the glaminator, there are now smaller sizes with kind of that customized feel where you're not going to waste your time laminating. So definitely check
if you're doing something small like a card, right?
Yeah, there's 5 different sizes that range from the one that you received with the glaminator to a small square, really just removing extra time running through.
Very cool. Now, if any of you guys have ever watched any of my YouTube videos or any of my lives or any of my shows in the past, you guys know that I am a big fan of all the adhesive that they have in terms of the tape runners, the mega runners, the sticker makers, all of it. I use them pretty much religiously. I love them. The stick is amazing. And as you can see, there's a huge wide variety. The colors of the tape runners and the mega runners, there's so many different ones. And you guys have also teamed up with a few designers to come up with their own products, like Theresa Collins. You can see a couple of her products. She's got this pretty white one and she has a pink one. And we were commenting about how one of my packages out here is kind of an older package. So does it matter if my adhesive is 6 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old?
No, yeah, great question. So if you've stored it properly, it's good to go. If you left it in a garage in the Arizona heat where I'm from, that probably would not be a good storage setting for the adhesive. But if you've stored it properly, yes, you're good to go. That being said, all of those refills are backwards compatible. So any of the refills you have for the Xyron Mega Runner, the Theresa Collins Mega Runner, those are all going to be fitting into any of those designs. And that translates to the other machines as well.
So do you have a favorite Xyron product that you like to use?
Yes, I do. Although I love them all. I do. They're all very unique and cool. I would say this guy right here, our Creative Station. The 9-inch Creative Station, it can fit the 5-inch cartridges from our Creative Station Lite. So with 5 different refill types and then 2 different sizes, it's unlimited possibility with that machine. And it's so quick and easy to change them out and to roll it through that I'm now the very efficient crafter I've always wanted to be.
Do you want me to show how to switch them out and how fast it is?
Yes.
Awesome. So here is the Creative Station. Let me put this in the center here. So here is the Creative Station. This is the big guy. Oops, I got to get in camera here. And it's nice and slim. I love this. It can fit the little handle off the side. It tucks right in and it's got a nice little profile. You open it up and you can see what laminator or what cartridge you have in there. But to switch out the cartridge, you just pop this little button right here and lift it up. And then it's as easy as sliding it out. Now, if you were going to put in a smaller cartridge, and here, I'm going to pull open. I just snagged this one off my wall. So they come in these little boxes. This is the smaller size. This is the, 5-inch one? Yeah, this is the 5-inch. So this big Creative Station fits both the 5-inch and also the big guys. So you can use both. If truly, I don't know. Which one do you like to use better in the machine? Do you like to use the 5-incher or the 9-incher, or does it depend on the project for you?
Yeah, it's a project-based decision. So if I have a small item, maybe it's, a small little banner I want to print. In this case, running it through the Creative Station with a 5-inch cartridge makes sense. And I'm kind of reducing that waste and really being more efficient with how the material is getting used.
So it comes in a little plastic wrap, and just open that up, and it's just to protect it, right? Just to make sure it doesn't helps it last longer, right?
Exactly.
So if you're going to do the small cartridge, just lift this little guy up right here, and then find the little dot. Here we go. The little dot always faces towards you, not away from you. And then you're going to want to find a little extra flap of materials. Just make sure you kind of hang on to that. And then it just slides right in. As I'm trying to do this, there we go. And then this piece closes right down. You want to make sure that little flap I was telling you about of that extra material is pulled out and not tucked behind. And then you just snap this in place and then just roll away. And you can see it's already starting to come out right here. And then if you wanted to switch to be the bigger cartridge again, so this is the laminate. This is a double-sided laminate. So how many different cartridges are there that fit in these machines? Because there's the Creative Station Lite, which is this guy. So this small little cartridge also fits in there, this 5-inch. But
Correct.
there's also
A
the little 3-inch.
Yes.
So how many different types? I have a few. I have repositionable. I have laminate and permanent adhesive. We had double-sided laminates. We've got repositionable, which I believe, no, I don't have that one on me.
So if you look on the bottom of your machine, kind of where you were at with that little adapter flap, right to the left is a color-coded guide on the refills available for the machine. And those colors will align with the refill dot that Erin showed us earlier. So if you ever were to wonder, hey, what can I do? 2 different types of adhesive, the permanent, the repositionable, double-sided lamination, laminate magnet. So that's going to do a top layer of lamination and the back is going to be magnet, basically instantly making a magnet out of anything. And the last is the double, did I already say that double-sided lamination?
I don't know, because it's totally cool.
So that's laminated stickers, basically, which I think is one of my favorite applications. It just has a very premium look when you're taking it out. And because the adhesives are transparent, you can use them for window graphics or for, using with any transparency film or vellum. It's just a really fun opportunity with this adhesive transfer technology.
And so basically how this is used, and I'm trying to look to see if I have a cutie little something to run through here, and I don't. Oh, I do. Haha. Okay. So I have this little star here that I want to make sticky. So all I would do is I would run this through here, and then I would turn the knob. Sometimes it might need a little bit of help. I think I cut it too close. There we go. Pull it out a little bit. And then just run this through. Make sure you catch your material and then just run this through right here like that.
So that layer that's on the top right now of your design, that is just our standard kind of, we call it a PET film. It's basically going to lift any extra adhesive off of that transfer paper. So when you peel that off, any adhesive that was on the paper will be lifted up, and only what document was run through will have the adhesive on it and ready to be a sticker.
And I know some people will take things like, I'm trying to see if I can find one. They'll take just like, of course I don't, oh, here we go. If you've got a really detailed, some people will take a little pen like this and they'll go around the edges just like this. I've seen some people with really super intricate designs just to make sure that you're kind of cutting through and you don't get those stringy adhesive pieces. It just depends on how detailed your project is. It depends on if that bothers you or not. So
what I like
just
to
kind of
do
run through
is I turn the paper, I turn that around, and just on the back side, I just kind of rub it. And I feel like, yeah, that to me does a pretty good job at picking up anything excess if it hadn't already.
And then you just peel this off. And only where there's material, like for this instance, it's paper, are you going to actually have, sorry, that's really loud and crunchy sounding over on your end, is where you're going to have a sticker. So now this whole thing is turned into a sticker. You just peel this off. And I've had this star sitting on my desk for forever. And so now it's a sticker. So you can stick this on whatever you want. I don't know what to put this on.
Yeah, no heat needed. Love that. Ooh.
We're going to like lay here. And obviously, so what kind of materials can you put through the Xyron? I've done paper, obviously works really well. And this is for any of them, including like the little sticker makers right here in terms of the adhesive. I've done felt, I've done ribbon, I've done paper. Is there anything else that you can think of? Vellum works really well.
Yes. So fabric, basically anything that is less thick than a dime, a US dime. So, I mean, we've run through little paper, the wood, what are those, popsicle sticks? Yes, the wooden
the craft
popsicle sticks. Those transfer nicely. Definitely felt, fabric. That's kind of a fun way to dress up any craft. But yeah, if it's thinner than that dye, it'll go through and it'll transfer over.
I love doing sequins because they're so fiddly and it's just so easy. I've even done tissue paper. Even though it's super thin, it still works really great. So kind of sky's the limit on the material of what you want to use it for. But it's a really great adhesive. And I've had problems in the past with other, especially when I was doing scrapbooking and stuff. I like to take my scrapbook pages and I would hang them on the wall because it would have the kids' pictures and things on there. And some of the adhesives I used years ago, things started falling off my page. Like they would come unstuck over time. I've never had that problem with Xyron of the unsticking over time. So
right, that even layer of adhesive, when it goes on, it's permanently on that document. So it is nice to have edge-to-edge adhesive. But even with the Mega Runner or the Tape Runner, the dot matrix adhesive that comes off of that has just a lot of different trigger holding points. So it's a little bit more stable than just a line of adhesive. That makes sense.
So there's a whole bunch of people that have joined on. I just want to say hello to everybody who's here. We got Bonnie and Rita and Wendy. There's a few people that just left comments. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining us. And I just want to give you guys also a heads up, everybody, not guys, ladies, everybody, that there is a giveaway going on with this live show. So if you are watching, we would love to know where you're watching us from. This is your chance to win. And were we doing the bigger one or the smaller one for the live show? I can't remember.
Mini multi-stick.
We're doing the mini. Okay.
You know what? So you tell me.
Let's do the mini. So we're actually going to also have a winner with the replay. So if you don't get a chance to win this time around, leave a comment where you're watching us from. You have a chance to win live. We will announce the winner at the end of the show. And you are going to win the mini multi-stick hot glue from Xyron, which is this guy. And we're going to be playing around with this in a little bit. And is it also some glue that goes with it?
Yeah, so we'll be sending out the 4-inch hot glue sticks with that. So whoever gets it can start gluing right away. The cool thing about this product is it's going to hold 3 sticks at once. So, yep, and those are the sticks that we'll send with it.
Well, we're going to play with that in a little bit and show you guys how this works and how all that stuff. And if you are watching on the replay or you don't win on the live, you are going to get this big guy. This is the, what was this one called? The multi-stick. So this is the mini multi-stick, and this is what I'm going to call it, the mega multi-stick, because oh my goodness, it is.
I love that. I don't know why we didn't do that. That's great.
And we're going to be playing with this very soon to show you guys how this works and how this contraption all functions. So these are the 2 prizes. One is from the live, one is from the replay, and all we need to know is where are you watching us from? We'd love to hear the answer. So Illinois, we got lots of people watching Southern California, Memphis, Colorado, Florida. Woohoo! Wow. Oh, we do have a question. So here we have a question. I had a small Xyron 1-inch X. I have mine too. This is my original one that I've had for, I think I've had this now for older than my son. So I was pregnant with my oldest son when I got this, and he is 15 and a half. So we'll call it 16 years because it was probably in that time frame. Okay. Does it lose its stickiness after years of storage? Well, we did mention this, but let's just bring that up again because that is a question.
Yeah, so it would not lose its stickiness, and the adhesive would work just fine if it's kept in an appropriate storage temperature and location. So if it's in the sun, exposed to heat or extreme cold, that can sometimes take away some of the properties that leave really good bonding. That being said, though, if you're keeping it, in your craft click and store boxes or in your craft room, that would not lose its stickiness, and you would be able to use that for many years to come.
Speaking of click and store boxes, this is one of the storage ideas that they have. This is which one size is this? I always forget. This is the smaller one.
Yeah, it's small. Mm-hmm.
There's one that's a little bit taller. And then behind you, you've got the drawer system, which is really cool.
Yes, the 4-drawer, that's my favorite. Just, it's so easy to use. And this being like, I just take this out. So if I'm doing my painting, take this out, move it here, bring it right back in. I didn't realize crafting had an organizational side to it that I could tap into until the click and stores came out. And so I'm a big fan for sure. And they do have very specific features that differentiate them from other craft boxes. So they're fully collapsible, which make them great to store, or if you don't need them, you can lay them flat, keep them safe year over year. And they're pretty sturdy and very durable. So there's a patented snap feature there that adds an extra layer of durability.
And that's the snaps that you see on the front here. So when you get it, it's actually flat, and then you assemble it. It's so easy to assemble. It's super easy. And then you snap it. So if you don't, look how flat that thing is. And you can unsnap it if you're not using it and you just want to put it away. So, maybe heaven forbid we don't have enough craft supplies, or you've used it up and you don't need extra storage. I don't know anybody who has that problem. Seriously. I think we all have we need more storage scenarios. And if you guys could see just above my camera, hey, Brandon, you want to show? We're going to show a little behind the scenes. Brandon. He's like, okay, I'm going to step off camera and I'm going to do a little sneaky peek of what's above me. You guys are going to love it. All right, here we go. So above me is all of my boxes, if you guys can see that. So I absolutely love it because they sit on top of, I don't ever show that because you can see my cameras and stuff, but I just wanted to show you guys, all of the boxes are up there. I just step on a stool. They stack super nice. There is a little label on the front so I can see and I don't go, oh crap, what was in there? What was in there? What was in there? It's all right there. They stack wonderfully. And I store a lot of my Xyron in it, but I have one, like I have my inks in one. I've got my color burst in another one. I've got daubers in another one. I've got a lot of my stamps. They fit really nicely with a lot of the smaller stamp sets, not the really tall ones, but the normal size stamp sets that you would get from a lot of companies. They're probably in the $9 range, and they have maybe matching dies. They fit wonderfully in there. And there's also sections. I don't have this one set up, but you get these little dividers. I'm trying to pull it out of here. I know there's a couple more questions. I'm going to get to answering those in a minute, but they come with these little dividers. So you can section out the little containers in here. And I have it sectioned by like my stamp company. So I have like Lawn Fawn in one section. I've got Maker's Move in another section. So it really makes it easy to organize your craft supplies because I'm a section. I like to organize stuff. And now my camera's all messed up because hang on, this is going to bug me.
You're good. I was actually just going to mention that this click and store design is actually a partnership we did with Anna Griffin. So what you're seeing here is her dark floral. These are available on her website and our website. We have an ivory and gold version and a teal floral as well. So some fun licensing and Anna Griffin opportunities for you guys to check out as well.
But when those are gone, they're gone, right?
That's right. Yes, that is right.
So get them now. No, just kidding. Pressure. No, just kidding. So those are on HSN, but you guys also have them on your website. But the teal and the white storage units, those are around for a long time. They're not going anywhere, right?
Correct.
Very cool.
Yes, and maybe some exciting new colors to look forward to. Yeah, I don't know. We call it green. We interchange mint with it, but it's whatever you're feeling.
So there was a question that was being asked earlier for cards. What size would I recommend of sticker maker? So I pull this guy out. This is the little 3-inch sticker maker. I absolutely love this because there's so many dies that are just a little bit bigger than 1 inch. I mean, the 1 inch is awesome too. This is my original one. And if you can see behind me, they also have, I can get it off the hook. There's little 1 inch ones like this too. So you can get either of these. I do tend to default to the 3-inch, but if I'm going to use this is the caveat to this. When I put things through here, I make sure I don't put like one item and pull through because then I feel like I'm wasting my geography of stickiness. So I load up as much as I possibly can into that small space. But if you know that you're not going to be very careful about loading it in, then this is probably the better bang for your buck in terms of you load one, you pull it through. You load another, you pull it through. So it just depends on how careful you are about placing them in the sticky thing. And then my other favorite, so this is probably going to be in the top 2, would be my Mega Runner or the tape runner. I do interchange between the two. And these 2 items, aren't they part of some really cool bundle that's on sale right now?
They are. So we have a holiday gift wrap bundle available, and today would be our last day, or let's see, we have one more day here. The 31st is the end of the month. So one more day to go on the website and receive a great discount for the gift wrap bundle for July Christmas vibe there. So definitely go check that out. Makes it super easy. 2 of those, the Mega Runner, it comes with about 40 to and from labels of different designs and shapes. So very fun. The Mega Runner in this case would be used for if you're wrapping and you don't want to show any tape. It really just allows that whole gift to come together very professionally. And then you would take your to and from labels and run them through your sticker maker and put them on.
Done. But I would also say that if you were going to get a bundle and you were going to get one and you really want to have a tape runner for card making and you wanted to have a sticker maker for card making, this is a perfect bundle. And then as a bonus, you get labels for your presents for Christmas. But you cannot beat the price for 2 of these and 1 of these. It's half price right now for today and tomorrow. So even if you're just like, hey, I want to try out the sticker maker, this is the best. Instead of just getting one individually, this is the best bundle I think that's out there for getting the most bang for your buck. So, because there was another question about the prices. All the prices, head on over to Xyron.com. They're all listed. You guys can order from there. I want to even say there was like $5 off shipping going on right now, I think, that automatically happens.
Yeah, that and pairing, you can pair that with the 50% off, or, you know, even if you go to the website, you'll see pretty quickly as you scroll down, there's a few other promotions for other products. So definitely check those out.
Yay, Bonnie, she bought the bundle. I love that. That's so cool.
Glad to hear that,
the price ranges. Yeah. So I will say the smaller price range is going to be for the tape runners. They're going to go a little bit cheaper than the Mega Runners. This does hold more tape than this one. And some people, sometimes I gravitate to this little guy and sometimes I like having the big handle. It just depends. And then there's refills. So you can get the refills that go with that. Don't forget to get yourself some refills because you hate in the middle of a project and then you run out of tape and you're like, and then you can obviously get the refills for the bigger ones. And just because it says Theresa Collins or it says Xyron and you happen to get the Theresa Collins, Mega Runner, they're all compatible. It doesn't, you don't have to only get the Theresa Collins or only get the Xyron, individually branded. Everything is mix and match. So you're good to go. Just the size needs to be the right one. So this does not fit into here.
And the Mega Runner has 2 sized refills. So there's a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch, depending on really what you were using it for. Where the tape runner just comes with the 1.
Right. And I don't know if I ever feel, I'm not picky about the size or the width of my adhesive. I think I tend to go more towards the thicker one just because there's more of a layer and it just gives me a better sticky hold. Yeah. But I don't know. Why would somebody pick the 1/4 inch versus the 1/2 inch for adhesive?
So you would go down in size if your material was truly smaller than the 1/2 inch, and then you wouldn't have any of that overlay of the adhesive as you're applying. So if it was a thin strip of paper as you were, decorating a scrapbook page, you would use the smaller size, the 1/4 inch.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is an awesome question, and I'm going to pop it up on the screen. Is Xyron discontinuing any of the adhesive products? It seems that the 510 refills are hard to find.
We are not. We are not discontinuing them. We have been impacted by COVID, as many other manufacturers and all of us in some way or another have, but we are certainly not discontinuing them. We should be in a good position coming up here very soon, just containers and whatnot. So keep an eye out. If those aren't available on the website, you can check Amazon or a few other distributors.
Scrapbook.com, I think, has it. There's definitely. And when you go to Amazon, always check to see who the vendor is or who the seller is. And you can see that it's sold by Xyron. It's not sold by a third party. So just as a heads up, because they're going to store it correctly before it gets shipped to you. It's not sitting in some hot warehouse and then you get it. And it's like, So just make sure you buy it from the vendor of Xyron. Xyron is the vendor on Amazon. Or for any company, if you know the brand that you're buying it from, buy it from that brand. Full tip.
Yeah.
Okay, so but also if you have an older machine, so for instance, we were talking about the Creative Stations, there are some older machines that have the same kind of cartridge systems. Do do they still work, or do I have to buy the new machine? How does that work?
They still work. So we definitely didn't want anyone to feel like their historic or legacy Xyron machines that we don't sell anymore would be obsolete. All of the cartridges we have now are backwards compatible, meaning they will fit into those older machines. So don't worry about that. We were talking about the Creative Sticker. It was previously the Creative Sticker Max, and those cartridges and those machines all fit together. You can also visit Xyron.com/refill guide, and that is on our support tab, the help tab. So if you wanted any information on that, definitely check out that link. It kind of walks you step by step on what refill you would need.
So this one is asking, what happens on the Mega Runner if it gets stuck? Well, I'm going to show you something real fast because it's pretty easy. So every now and then I have it where you get it so that like the tape right here, oh, you guys can't see, where the tape right here sometimes pulls out just a tiny bit. So there's a little knob right here that you can twist, and it allows you to spin it back. Just pull that and spin it back, pull the cartridge out and spin it until it gets tight, and then pop it back in your machine. And to me, that's the easiest way to fix if I happen to have my Mega Runner, or it even works with the tape runner. It's the same thing, that little knobby piece, that little spinner thing right there. I just spin this. See, you can just spin it, and it just tightens it back up for me. Because every now and then, like maybe it got stuck, or like it might be. Also check to make sure you don't have extra sticky stuff around in here, because that happens, and that might kind of what you call gum it up a little bit. So
That's it, Erin.
It's a machine. You gotta keep it clean.
Kind of just that connection of using it versus getting it for the first time. So if you
prime example, there's sticky right here that you guys can see, like there's sticky right in here because it's gotten. So I would need to clean that out, and it's also a little gummy like right here. So you guys can see that there's a little bit of adhesive right in this space. Just make sure you clean that out, and then you should be good to go. Sorry, I cut you off.
To not letting that happen is to make sure when you're using it that you're having enough force pushing down, so all of the adhesive on that strip is going on the paper and not back up in the rewind, because that's kind of where it can get stuck. So yeah, but I think your tip is great. I like that.
And I will also say that there's a lot of other tape runners out there that are really kind of confusing about how to put together. These ones are so simple. Like here's the refill. You open it up, you take it out. There's only one way for this to go in. You can't put it in upside down. You can't put it in, like it just won't work. It only fits in one way. Mm-hmm. See, there it is. I just kind of got it sticky because it got caught. So I just wind it in, and then I'm good to go. And then it fits, and then you're good to go. And then this kind of protects it. And then the same for this one. There's only one way. You can't put it in upside down. It won't fit. There's only one way for it to go into the machine, and then lock it closed. And then you're ready to go. That's it.
Yeah.
That's as hard as it gets. I like it. Keep it simple, stupid method. The KISS method.
Yes,
I don't need to make things more complicated than they need to be.
I'm so glad that you know that KISS acronym as well.
So you guys have launched, and I want to say you guys launched last October, November, all of the hot glue applicators that you can kind of see a little smidging behind here. You've launched 4 of them now, and then there's different size hot glue sticks that go with each one of them. Do you have a favorite, or do you have one that's like, ooh, this is really cool?
Ooh, it's a very good question. I would say the glue pen is my favorite. That being, it is super quick to heat up, under a minute. Really, realistically, it's about 30 seconds. And the difference is the power adapter that it comes with. So you'll notice if you have all the applicators that they come with a regular standard power cord, but the glue pen actually has this really nice adapter that houses the energy, kind of gets the application very quickly inside of it, heating up, and within 30 seconds, you can go ahead and use that. So I think that's my favorite. It's easy, lightweight. It's all trigger driven. So it's really at your fingertips of control. And
it's got a little foot right here, so it actually rests without rolling around too bad.
Mm-hmm, little wing stand.
That's a good word for it. I was trying, like, it's got a little foot, but I don't know if that's what you really want to call it. Wing stand. It does look like wings on there.
Yeah. It's just
cool.
as much as it is just to help keep it upright, it's also a safety measure. So it's elevating the unit slightly so there's no backflow of that glue.
And then it fits 2 different size glue sticks that go into it. So this is the longer 8-inch, and these are
so 4-inch,
because these are like skinny ones, because you have skinny and fat ones. So I'm sure there's a name for them.
mini and full.
Mini and full. Okay.
Yes.
Call it skinny and fat, but that's okay. So the minis, but there's an 8-inch mini and there's a 4-inch mini, and they would both fit in here, right?
Correct.
Okay. You just can't put, here, I have them sitting right here. There's really fat glue sticks.
The full size.
Just make sure you don't try and force that in there because it won't work.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen.
Only mini size, and any length of a mini size will work with that application gun.
So they also have another one. I think sometimes I default to this guy as my favorite. It's also on the probably like the least inexpensive or the most inexpensive. No. I don't want to say the word cheapest, but I'm trying to find a way to say that. And it's having a hard time getting out.
For opening price point, so it's
the better price point. There we go. So this one's got a little foot right here. It's got your standard adapter. And again, it fits the mini and it fits the 8 and the 4-inch. And I find it works great for so many projects. It's a nice little size. It's, quite portable. It fits pretty much anything except for the dog fur that's attached to my, I have a dog. Who else does dogs? I get dog fur everywhere. So, and which one is this called? This is the
mini.
Just the mini.
Mini, pen, mini multi-stick, and then the multi-stick, which I'm leaning toward using the word mega now because of that.
I like mega.
Yeah.
Because it looks like, it's huge. It's awesome.
It kind of looks like the Mega Runner in like that way too, where I got that nice shape.
Somewhere in. Yeah. So this is the mini multi-stick, and we call that mini multi-stick, or you guys call that because it's got the mini glue sticks that fit in here. Is that right? Oh, there's a question about the hot glue or the hot glue. Are the temperatures the same?
Yes, they are. They all heat to that same, and to be honest, I'm not sure exactly what that temp is. I think it's like 190 Celsius, but I don't want to just throw that out unless I know for sure. So yeah, they all heat to the same temp, and they all work with the Xyron glue sticks as well as most other glue sticks in the market.
So just to show you guys how this thing works, sorry, I'm going to get other stuff out of the way so we're not looking at tons of things at the same time. So this little piece right here pops open, right? And then you can put your glue sticks, and it works better with the smaller 4-inch versus the 8-inch. Sorry, my glare is pretty bad right here.
So yeah,
and so you can just go in.
Only the 4-inch for this guy.
You can either pop it through the end, which is totally cool. I find that to be kind of a pain. So, but you can open this up and then you just load in, and it fits 3 comfortably. 4 doesn't really work, right?
Right. It's
and then
designed for 3.
And then you have a whole bunch kind of preloaded in here, ready to go. And I would say this is good for not a tiny project, not just a couple of things you want to glue, but like a medium size, and you don't have to keep refilling a stick every time you turn around. And they don't fall out. That's the other nice thing. It's like they stay in there. I don't know how many times I've had a glue gun or glue stick, sorry, where I've put it in and it hasn't quite caught in. And then I go to like put it down and it falls out the backside. I'm like, ah.
Yep. Total pain point that I don't think
solve the problem.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's really thought about that. But for me, I was more of a fixer with hot glue, and so when you're trying to fix something for shoes, at least you got to get in there quick. The last thing I want to do is put my applicator down, search for a stick, wait for it to heat up. The fact that it auto feeds down, starts heating up right when it hits that barrel, is just reloading 3 times less. So definitely a more efficient way to hot glue.
So now we have the big guy, and we're actually going to use this in a project here in a second. Oops, in a quick project. So what are the benefits to this guy right here? So it's got the big cartridge right here.
Yeah, so the cartridge you have is our 8-inch cartridge. This is the full-size multi-stick, so it will use full-size sticks, but it comes with a 4-inch cartridge. And so if you are a more heavy duty user, you can go ahead and get that 8-inch cartridge. It's sold separately with 30 glue sticks. And interchangeably, that can be, extra glue for bigger projects.
So we're going to see this guy in action now. And again, all these are on the website. So I have this wreath. I don't know why I'm holding it up in front of my face and I've already switched my camera. So I've already kind of pre-triggered and it pulled down. And it just, use it like any other hot glue that you have. And so this is a wreath I made. This is actually over on the Xyron blog. I'm going to tell you what happened here. This was hanging on a door downstairs, kind of like in my hall. So it was like an indoor wreath that I had because I didn't want to have it subjected. And my dog is like Linus. He likes to carry a blanket. And I'm totally off camera as I'm doing this. Sorry about that. So he has his blanket and the kids threw the blanket down and it caught on the wreath because it was like right above the stairs. Well, the dog wants his blanket back. And so he snagged the blanket. Well, the blanket was caught on the wreath. And so as he's pulling the blanket, he pulled the blanket and the wreath and everything down with it and popped some of these off just because of sheer force. It doesn't matter how sticky anything is. If you pull hard enough, it's going to come off. Because hot glue is basically like melted plastic, right?
Yeah, hot melt is a more industry term for that. Yes.
There you go. So you can always use this for fixes. And look how easy it was to fix that. I mean, it was so simple. A little bit of hot glue on there, pop the beads back on, and voila, we have a pretty wreath. So it's great. And then, as with any hot glue, you're going to have some stringies. It's great for Halloween, though, because then it just dubs as cobwebs. If anybody could figure out the stringless ones, I would be all for that. Maybe one day we'll figure that out. But I don't know if that's even possible with the way that, the way the hot melt works. I don't know. And
technique too that can kind of help that if you aren't really liking how the stringing's coming, using the tip of the applicator and sort of pushing down as you glue at the end really also cuts off any of those strings. So technique comes in handy when you start to work in these applications.
All right. So I'm loving this comment right here. Taylor's the prettiest guest ever.
This is awkward.
Take it and say thank you.
Thank you, Savannah.
There you go. Do you know Savannah?
Yeah. Oh, yes, I do.
Okay. Let's say this would be awkward if you didn't know who they were. I'm guessing it was a friend of yours. That's why I brought it up.
Friends cheering me on for my first live. Love you. Shout out.
You're doing a great job. You're doing awesome. All right, I'm just seeing if there's any other questions up here. I don't see any yet. So make sure, no, that was a question we already asked. So again, make sure you leave a comment of where you are watching us from. I saw somebody's comment, I'm watching from my couch. That's a good place. I love that one. I don't know who said that one, but that was a pretty cool comment. I saw that come through. So if you're watching from Facebook, thank you so much. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Don't forget to share this video for your friends so they get a chance to win. We are giving away 2 prizes. The first prize is for the live, and we're giving away the mini multi-stick, which we're going to play with here in a second. I need to plug this in and get this warmed up. And on the replay, we're giving away I'm going to call it the mega multi-stick because I love that one.
I love it.
Along with, are they going to get, it comes with the 4-inch, and they're going to get some extra glue sticks. Are they going to get the 8-inch with it too, or extra 4? What's the plan?
So it does come with the 4-inch cartridge, and we're happy to throw in the 8-inch cartridge, really just to show how this product comes to life on a larger setting. Yeah, and so
you can pop them in through there, which is the best
that
part.
little loading hole there is clutch, especially with the larger ones. So I think it's easier to load it through that hole. And really the only reason you would, I guess, use the remove or interchange is to change that size. So that loading hole is kind of clutch for all that.
Well, I also will pop it out too if I know I'm going to load all of them in at one time because I used up everything that was there. So if I'm just starting the project but it's so easy just to pop through there. So I mean, I think that's a personal use of what you want to use it for.
Right.
Whatever strikes your fancy. So this one, the mini multi, let me pop this in. Sorry, my cord is all wrapped around. I only have so many plugs, so I can't plug everything. And I don't want to have a whole lot of hot glue plugged in at one time because that's just not good. And I'm going to show you how fast and easy. So this is a little upcycle thing. Everybody loves to upcycle. Everybody loves to take something that normally would have been thrown in the trash or just finding another use for it. So how many people have seen these little jars out there? They're all over. These are one of the yogurt jars. And they're such a cute little shape. So all you have to do is pop off the label that is on there. And if you want to go, I mean, obviously wash it really well because it's glass. It will go to the dishwasher. It is fantastic. And here's another fun product I'm going to show you guys. This is, as my hot glue heats up here, this little guy. Now, how long do you think somebody would be able to keep? Now, this is what you call the eraser.
Yes, our adhesive eraser.
How long? I think I've heard somebody say that when they bought one, it has lasted, like they've gotten it down to be like a quarter size because they've just boiled it down, and they had it for like 10 years because it lasted so long. So you can take your adhesive eraser and actually pull off some of the adhesive on your jar. It's not really necessary for the project we're doing, but just letting you know that that's what this little guy can do. It can pull it off, and it's okay if you get little bits coming behind. It's removing the adhesive from the sticky part. You want to tell us a little bit more about what this is used for?
Yeah, with that eraser. If you dab those globs, that'll pick up kind of the big stuff too after you sort of push it out. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what else can you use this for besides obviously like taking stickers off of jars?
I've used my adhesive eraser when, for example, when I was talking about the Mega Runner earlier, there was the 1/4 inch refill and then the 1/2 inch refill. I had the 1/2 inch refill in, and I actually was, it was wider than my material. So it kind of got over on the paper, and I just dabbed a few of the, dot matrix pattern that was on there, and it lifted right off. So it helps save potentially a project if you're a mistake person like me. Kind of gives you a second chance to lift up any adhesive that's on the project. Or another way to use it is if you have a very intricate die cut, and say you're peeling that off and you notice just a little corner of that die cut had some of that adhesive, you can just dab that and that'll take it right off as well.
The coolest way I've seen it used was somebody took one to like a tote bag that had like a pre-printed label on the front, like it had somebody's like business logo on the front, but they loved like the canvas tote or whatever it was. They used the eraser to remove the printed, I think it was like screen printed or something from the tote bag. So it just made it blank.
That's awesome.
How cool is that?
I love it.
It's like, that's the best upcycling in the world. You got a free tote from going to some event and you want to remove all the logos, just erase it off. Ta-da!
Yes.
Take whatever you want after that. So we are going to take our little jar here, and we're going to take a little bit of ribbon. So this is just some ribbon. This is actually from a company that just got released in Walmart. It's called Gwen Studios. It's brand new. And we are going to wrap it around. So I'm going to take my hot glue and trigger it because I just refilled it. You can kind of see the hot glue stick moving on down. So you just kind of keep moving it until it gets pulled in and suctioned in. I think we're about to be ready to be hot. There we go. Still heating up. I don't know if we're 100%
the trick is there, just the heat up time. And so once it's heated,
I thought I gave it enough time. Come on. I don't want to touch it. Don't touch it. That's a heads up. Don't touch it. It's got to take a little bit more time. Okay, so let's give it a few more minutes. It's got a nice little foot stand, so I'm just going to let it rest here for a minute. It's not quite done yet. So what else do we want to chat about while we're waiting for it to warm up?
You got going on this weekend, Erin? Any crafting fun?
Oh, there's always crafting going on. I always have videos to edit. I always have stuff to get done. It never ends.
Makers make.
Makers always got to make, yeah. We are getting back into the swing of things with the kids in school. So we were virtual all last year. And this year, the kids are going back. I can't do it anymore.
Speaking of back to school.
My son, my son's in band, so he's actually at band practice right now in the sweltering heat of Texas. It is hot. They spend the morning outside doing the marching, and then they go inside and do the playing in the cooler. But he goes from 8 until 4 in the afternoon. He's done that all week. So,
wow, that is a long time. That's a full work day. So,
what about you? What do you have going on this week?
I'm actually at my parents' house for a month, spending some time on their lake, and we're probably just going to hang out and chill. My favorite thing to do. So I'm looking forward to that. But I wanted to make a comment with the back to school theme. The magnet tape, I think is like a very overlooked product that really is great for like locker decorations. Teachers can use it on their whiteboards or to decorate the class. It's just a tape dispenser that has adhesive and then magnet. You could take the tiniest little bit, put it on the back of a paper, and it hangs really well. So I wish I knew about that product when I was at school, because I feel like that would have just been so fun. Locker decorations, or if my parents wanted to show off my, beautiful paint and arts and craft projects, I would say math
Put it
tests
on the fridge.
would be so unrealistic.
If you have magnetic fridge. Not everybody's got magnetic fridge. Yeah, talk about a refrigerator magnets. Yes, so you can make your own magnets. I love doing. I do kind of forget about that. I have that, but there's also the magnetic for the Creative Station too. So you guys can do like full page stuff and stick it up on your fridge. So there's a question. How long must the heat gun warm up? So as we were chatting, I was just doing a quick test. It was ready a few minutes ago. It is already done. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe like 4 or 5 minutes?
Yeah, that's typically what we say. So at least 4 minutes, just because it is it is that multiple level barrel system. So we want to make sure that it's getting to the correct temperature so that the multi-stick feature is working correctly. That mechanism will rely on the heat. So you never want to push it out too soon, and that could kind of, maybe break the glue gun at some point if you're really trying to push out glue that's just not hot enough to go through that tiny application hole.
So all I'm doing is I'm taking that jar, and I didn't even have to worry about taking the labels off if I didn't want to. And I'm just taking the hot glue and I'm just running around if I can keep it in my hand, running around the edge and just adding glue, like the ribbon around the edge. I'm just decorating the jar, and it just makes it super cute. We're going to add a little bow at the end, and it makes for a great storage container. There we go. Now there's another question that popped up here, and I'm guessing it has to do with the magnet. Does it stick to a painted block?
Painted block. Erin, what's a painted block?
So I would guess, like, if somebody said, like, let's say they painted a domino, or let's say they painted a like a Jenga block or something like that, something small, that's what I would kind of default to.
Oh, so if you wanted to, okay, yes, take
like
the
you made a piece of art that's nice and small.
So it is weight related. Likely a Jenga piece would be fine. A domino might be heavy, but if you could, you can test it out based on how much material you want to put, whether it's the whole backside or just a little bit in the middle. Ultimately, it will rely on which weight. So there's a certain point where if the material is heavier than the magnet strength, it may not work.
Look how cute that is.
Love it.
So it's just look how fast and easy that was. A little bit of ribbon, your jar, the hot glue, you're set to go. I made a couple others. This one's in pink. And then here's another one, and it's got a couple other different colors of ribbon. And you can use them for all different kinds of storage. This one I've put like little Q-tips in, so it'd be kind of sweet to stick in your bathroom or whatever. But you can also use it for, I have pencils here, so you could put your pencils in if you're working on it. So it could be something that you put on your desk. So if you're wanting to grab your pencils, and then you can put them back in the container when you're done. But you don't want to have to keep popping them in and out of your container as you're using them. Sometimes you just want to have them handy, but they're not rolling all over your desk. And then another option would be paintbrushes. So this is a really cute way to kind of store some of your paintbrushes while you're using them again, or just, it's kind of cute and pretty just to set off to the side. I always love having like cutie containers for projects I'm working on at that moment. And it's a great way to kind of keep them all connected together and not strewn all over the place. So that's just annoying.
And it's cute decor for the desk. I mean, you're going to use your pencils. Might as well make something that you actually like and keep
exactly. And if it gets wet, it's glass. No big deal. Yeah.
Right.
So very handy. And I went through maybe half a stick doing that. And I did a little bit extra because I was trying to get it to come through. And then again, if you're, of course, I don't have any small sticks. Yeah, I do. When you're ready to pop a new one in, because it's kind of used up one, you can tell that there's a kind of a gap at the top. Just pop it in. This one's a little snug. There we go. Goes in. Ta-da. And then there you go. So it's going to preload it as soon as it's done with the last one. You don't have to go, oh, where's my stick? Where's my stick? It's already going to be primed and ready. It just triggers and it goes straight in, and it's super easy. So I love the fact that they've come up with ways of making it so much easier for us to do bigger projects or longer projects without having to have glue sticks all over the place. So yay.
Yeah, and on our website, if you go look at those glue guns, we do have videos on each of their pages. So definitely, if you'd like to learn more or have any questions, check out that site. It's xyron.com/hotgluegun.
So leave your comment. This is your last chance to leave your comment for the win for where are you watching the show from. Again, we're picking a live winner here in a few minutes. So don't forget to leave a comment where you're at. We're going to be giving away a mini hot glue applicator for the live show and then on the replay show. So share this out for your friends. They have a chance to win the big guy. I'm going to call it the mega. I think that might stick. I don't know. It's not written on the packaging. So I'm going to claim that. I'm just kidding. So this is a larger multi-stick, and it has 2 different cartridges that you can pop out. So you have this guy, and then it comes with this one, and you're going to get some hot glue sticks that come with that as your prize, all courtesy of Xyron. So make sure you leave a comment of where you're watching, and I'm going to let Taylor tell us about any new fun events, things going on, while I randomly pick the winner.
Okay. All right. Well, Xyron does have some fun stuff coming up. First of all, I would definitely like to say that our blog has taken a jump, and we are just ready to share the content from our influencers and from our design team. So please check out the blog. We have a lot of fun projects. We have a lot of just capturing, what we're seeing and how to use the Xyron products, tips and tricks. We have an education series, which comes in handy as the back to school season is here. So blog, excellent. Another thing I would like to share is on the bottom of our website, you can sign up to be our newsletter. And this is especially important because we are sending out a lot of promotional emails with just great deals, promotions, and some of the time we're not sharing that on our Instagram and on our Facebook. It's going to be an email exclusive. So definitely sign up for the newsletter so that you can get some of those exclusive emails and be a part of our really great promotions. We did mention the bundles. We've kind of taken a fun approach at doing some new colors and pairing up products that we think are good together. So right now we have a Creative Station bundle with a click and store. It comes with some refills and a few other ones with the mega runners and our smaller handheld items. So if you're new to the Xyron brand or really just are not sure what product is right for you, go ahead and try out one of our bundles. You're going to get a great discount by having a little bit of a kit there. And you're going to get a good amount of exposure to kind of what you might want to do next time or how the product is going to work for you in your crafting.
So are these the bundles that you're talking about here on the page? So we have the one that's with the Mega Runner and the sticker makers and the gift tags for Christmas. Here is the journal page. Comes with 2 journals, a whole bunch of little tags and elements, and then the X sticker maker and a refill. And then this last bundle is 2 3-inch sticker makers and 2 1-inch sticker makers.
Yes, in our mint type color. So these are just 3 of the bundles we're doing right now.
And they're 50% off. That's an awesome price.
Yes. So definitely wanting to get people, understanding the Xyron products and just using them, because it's one of those products, once you have it, you're like, wow, where was this my entire life? And it's kind of an eye opener. So for sure, check out the bundles. We do have a page that has all the bundles. So if you, let's see where they are.
So project. So we also have the blog. So here's the blog. We want to pop over to that real fast.
Yes, because you've done a great job. And that wreath that we saw earlier, we have some projects.
Isn't that your puppy?
That's Biggie. He is why can't I think of the word? Bookmark.
Is he a Chihuahua? Oh, he's a bookmark, but
he's a bookmark there.
Right?
He's a Chihuahua Dachshund human baby terrier. So very small, very cute.
So there's new posts going up about once a week. Here's my wreath right there. So pretty. I love it.
Love it.
You can see it in action in person. So it's on the blog, but also in person. Ta-da. And you can do it this way or this way. It's your call.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fun.
Yeah. So I think
we can also really go back. And then at the bottom where they can sign up for the newsletter. Is that this right here?
Yes, that is key. And that'll be on any page you visit. So just keep scrolling till you see that and go ahead and submit your email address, and you would be on that list that we're going to send exclusive emails out to. And like I said, it might not be on our social, it might not be on the website. So take advantage of that opportunity for sure.
Very cool. See, easy. So make sure you check out the website. All links are down below. It's Xyron.com. You can find them on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, and obviously their website. So make sure you check out all their links there. And then also Taylor's Instagram is down below as well, along with all of my links if you have not checked out all of my different socials. So we have a winner we're going to announce. I just want to make sure there's any other questions that we have going on here. If there's any other questions you have while we're here, anything about the Xyron products that you see behind me, you can see a whole bunch of the products behind me, ta-da, or just, questions in general. This is your chance to ask. She's like, you're talking to Xyron right now. So now's the chance to ask if you have anything. And I'm just looking through and seeing if there's any other questions. I don't see anything.
We love to hear from you, whether it's social, so tag us, Xyron Inc., and any of your craft products, any of your questions. Visit us on social to engage with the Xyron community and all the fun projects that we're showing too.
So Kirsten, I would say head on over. So she asked a question, what was the colorful products in the back? Head on over to the website, poke around, see what you can see, and check that out. I've already disconnected the website. I can't go back and look, and it's on a different screen. So head on over and you can poke around and find out for yourself. That'd be awesome. All right, so are we ready for our drum roll for our winner? Our winner is going to win the mini multi-stick hot glue applicator right here, along with some hot glue sticks to go with that. There is a link down below for please fill it out. It's a Google form if you are the winner, and then I will pass the information on to Xyron for you guys to claim your prize. So our winner, hang on, let me get my thing. Here we go. Our winner is Linda Tommen Creates. Congratulations. Yay. Hopefully she's still on and she is watching. So Linda, let us know if you're still here. I think I saw her commenting pretty recently. So she left a comment again where you're watching. If you did not win for whatever reason, please leave a comment still about where you're watching us from. You can leave a comment on YouTube or also on Facebook. I will randomly select which place I am drawing it from, and I will announce the winner. Yep, she's on. Yay, Linda. I will announce the winner. So make sure you go fill in the form to claim your prize on August 9th, both on my YouTube and my Facebook, to announce the winner of the replay. If you leave a comment in both places, you have a higher chance of winning. So I will pick one location, and then I'll randomly pick a winner from that, and I'll announce it there. And you will get to win the mega, because I'm just going to default to that. The mega multi-stick. I know I keep saying that, but it's just fun to say. I don't know why.
There's a roll to it, that alliteration. Mega multi. Yeah.
Mega multi-stick, yeah. Well, it goes with the mega runner.
Literally.
Well, I want to say thank you to everybody who's come in and watched the show. I truly appreciate it. If you have any other questions, if you watch this on the replay and you do have questions, I'll be answering. And if I don't know how to answer them, I ask Taylor to pop on and make sure she answers from Xyron. And so again, tag Xyron. I've been working with Xyron for quite a long time and working with their products. I know quite a bit, but you never know. There's always something that stumps me. It happens. And I also want to thank Taylor for joining me on the show. Thank you so much for joining me. And you did an amazing job on your first live.
Thank you. It was actually very fun. Might want to just move in with you and just start this new life where we're living together and crafting. I mean, this is almost therapeutic, talking about the product, like looking at crafts. I love it. So thank you, Erin, for having us and by us and myself in the brand.
So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Head on over, check out Xyron. If you haven't subscribed to me, please do that. Hit the likes up, thumbs up, hearts, all that fun stuff, and check out Taylor's Instagram. And hope you guys have an amazing day. We'll be back with some more people with this Erin Makes With show as we're coming up. We took a little hiatus over the summer, but there is more companies and special guests lined up for the rest of the year. So bye, everybody.
Mm-hmm.